What is blocking you? Do you know? Perhaps you don't know, but perhaps you can feel a blockage somewhere. Perhaps you do know. Should we remove it? Today, here, now. Just allow yourself to connect to the energy coming from the screen. Using Reiki, universal life force, energy healing. I'm Skeed, Reiki Master for nearly 30 years now. We work with energy. No gadgets, no trinkets, no sounds, no smoke, just energy. You don't need to visualize anything. You don't need to say any affirmations. You just need to receive and feel. The more we try to put opinion to this, to intellectualize this, to make it into a psychological exercise, the less effective this is going to be. You have a block, right? Just focus on the feeling of that block. Allow this energy to feed into that block. Allow it to stimulate it. We think about this. In a way, that a block is like a solid object. It's very dense, it doesn't move very much. But as we add energy, so take ice, as we add energy, the molecules of that ice start to move more, obviously. Talking of ice, we're adding heat energy, aren't we? Here it's not heat, it's universal life force energy. And the molecules of that solid thing, that block, can start to move more. As they move more, we go from a solid to a liquid, right? It becomes softer, smoother, until it's completely liquid. And then as we add more energy, the liquid heats up, turns into a gas, and evaporates away. And this is how we deal with blocks. We do not need to use psychic surgery to remove them. We do not need to pull them out, cut them out away. We just need to feed it energy. So they melt, evaporate, and go. It doesn't matter whether this is a block that has turned into a physical pain. It doesn't matter if it's a block that is emotional. Doesn't matter whether it's a negative cycle we are in. Now, of course, if we release our fears, our desires, and our ego around whatever it is, it's going to release a lot more easily. Because those are the things we attach to things to hold on to them. Our fears are very strong. If you have a phobia, it is very strong. You release the fear attached to that phobia, there is no more phobia. The more we release our egoic ideologies, our beliefs, the way we think something should be, our desires, because we desire it to be a certain way. We release those desires for things to be certain ways, and our beliefs and our programming, our egoic ideologies around those things. Again, we do not have to do this psychologically, we can do this energetically, just release those bonds. The energy can go in far faster, melt, evaporate, and gone. If it is a trauma that is blocking you, once the trauma is released, it is released. As we let go of our fears, our desires, and our beliefs, our patterns change. So we no longer continue in the same cycles that got us here in the first place. Our habits will change naturally. If they do not change, it is because you're not releasing the fears, the desires, and the beliefs. This has been over-intellectualized in so many circles, in so many ways, in so many forms. For so long, it seems impossible to understand. Yet it boils down, especially through healing work, and somatic release and other things like this. It boils down to this. Release your fears, release your desires, what you think should and shouldn't happen. Release your ego, your beliefs about certain things. You become free very quickly. We add energy to those blocks, to those traumas. They move a little more, they shift a little more and more and more as we add more and more and more until they evaporate. They release. They're gone. If we fully do the work, if we release fully, they don't come back. If you only take it to the liquid state, perhaps it can solidify again and still be there. But if we make sure those blocks have evaporated, we have released everything, Once it is gone, it is gone. Anything that can recreate something in the space of that trauma is if we do not release and change our fears, desires, and egoic ideologies, beliefs, thoughts, limiting beliefs. And we continue with those psychological processes in our heads, in our subconscious, in our ego, bringing us straight back to where we started. And of course, in personal transformation, that multi-billion-dollar industry, after all, they make money on the next sale. Freud started with a very powerful technique, helping his clients very successfully through hypnosis. Didn't make enough money. Well, this is what is said if you look into it. Created psychoanalysis so he could afford more. Not that it was more helpful, not that it was better. He could afford to live off it. So we do not wish to release partially, do a little bit of work, and move on to the next thing, because then nothing ever changes. If you have not completed the releasing process by the end of this video of this thing that is keeping you held in place, that block, watch the video again and keep watching it and keep watching it and keep watching it until it is released. If you do not have time to do it now, come back and do it another day. Loop the video settings icon on your phone, right-clicking the play button on a computer, hit loop, and you can just loop until it's gone. Whilst affirmations do little, if you're the type of person that enjoys them, by all means, say to yourself, I release you now. Visualizations do very little too, but again, if you're programmed to believe that it might help, visualize the blockage melting and evaporating. At the end of the day, if it helps you, it helps you. It's not about what I know. It's about what works best for you. So you can move onwards and upwards. You can heal. You can come back to point zero of balance, of feeling at home in your body once again. And then if you wish to continue, you can, and start an awakening journey. This does not happen until we've released and healed, breaking the bonds of the fear, desires, and ego. Then we can start walking a path of awakening. If you're interested in that, you can check out my other channel, Awakening Energy by Skeed. I have courses, trainings, I have exclusive offerings on theawakeningenergy.com. If you wish to take this even deeper, further, higher, you can check me out there. I've been doing this for a long time. Leave a comment down below. How do you feel now? Haven't finished. Just stay here. Just how do you feel now? If you feel it's not released, go back, start the video again. The energy doesn't dissipate. If you feel something has shifted, understand that it has. Whilst the session is coming to a close here, things will keep moving for the next couple of days. If things stop moving, come back. If you feel you need more, do the video again. How do you feel now? Write in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel. If this has helped you, share it with other people. I will see you in another video.